Hey everybody, Varun here from Language Academy. Guys, very excited to have Zainab with me today. She has cleared her NAATI CCL exam in Hindi in the very first attempt and she has scored 71 on 90, a great score, Zainab, well done. Despite the fact everything was moved online, you had your classes online, you had your mock test online, you managed to go through it in the very first attempt and with a score of 71 out of 90. What do you think is the most important factor to crack NAATI CCL? Because there's a hype among students, especially who don't really have Hindi as their mother tongue, right? As you don't really speak Hindi at home. Right. What do you think is the most important factor?
According to me, the most important factor is the vocabulary. So the kind of notes you guys provided is the best. So starting from education or medical or whatever you take, you guys provide the best vocab so that you can at least cover all the main words in it. So which is the most important thing to crack NAATI, definitely. And other than that, I think mock tests you guys take on regular basis. Like if you have an exam on 25th and you start taking mock tests like 4 to 5 weeks prior to that, it's really important. So, and as you said that though the classes went online due to this pandemic, but the good thing was you provided the flexibility in the schedule. I am a full-time worker. I work 9 to 5, but the flexibility you provided, the class after 7:30 and you provide like feedback to individual is like a really important part, and it's definitely going to help each and every individual.
That's right. So now, guys, very important point. Mock tests are very important. A lot of time we underestimate the value of mock test. Especially what I see with a lot of students, they come a week before the exam that yes, I want to give a mock test, I want to take a mock test. Guys, taking the mock test 1 week before your exam won't really help you because you need time to improve on your mistakes. And this was the case in our mock test as well. I remember the very first mock test, you were making a lot of mistakes.
Exactly.
But by the end, by the time we had your final mock test, you were almost perfect, right? And that surely helps you add values to your attempt. And when you sit for the exam, you'll be more comfortable and you'll be used to the exam-like environment because everything goes too quick. You are done in 15 minutes.
Fair enough.
You are done in 15 minutes. And if you're not able to handle your nerves during those 15 minutes, things can go worse. Very important you take as many as mock tests. So now, how important were the similar exam-like dialogues which you even got in the exam? How important is it to practice those dialogues?
As we all know that nowadays everything is online, so there are quite a few chances, I would say 90% chances that you will definitely get a repeat dialogue. Either like you can get both of it or at least one. So as you provided us all those repeat dialogues, the vocabulary linked to it. So as soon as like you are just whatever the speaker is starting the introduction, you get that, I know that those vocab. So you build your confidence by yourself and you won't make any mistakes. So that's a really important thing. So real exam dialogues which you guys provide are really best.
That's right. So now guys, very important you practice similar exam like dialogues and same difficulty level, because a lot of time what happens, students when they practice over here, they feel like the exam dialogues are very difficult. But if you don't really practice difficult things over here, things can be even worse in the exam. So make sure whenever you practice on the worst case scenario. So if you get the exam difficult, it will be very easy, and if you get something easy, you will be very comfortable with the exam. Any advice for students who are going for the exam? Any advice for them, please?
I would say that as you know, that in my first mock test, I was very tense. Like I have that habit that I get tense during exams. So I would say, don't be tense at all. Sleep well at night and be prepared and just close the book. Don't open the book on the day of the exam because ultimately you're going to get nervous. You're not going to get all those words from that particular book. You will get something out of the book as well. So just be prepared, just convey the meaning. That's what I did in my second dialogue, and ultimately I scored very well in the second dialogue as well. So what I would say is, don't mug all those words, just convey the meanings. That's the important aspects of NAATI. It's not like you are going to word-to-word translation. Just convey the meaning and you will be fine. And please guys, join Language Academy as soon as you can. Don't waste your time. I would highly recommend it. They are the best.
Thanks, Janab. Guys, very important point before we wrap up. Make sure you don't just focus on cramming the vocabulary. You really need to understand which word you have to use in which context. For example, one word may be used in a different manner in different contexts. So it's very important you don't just focus on cramming the words. You understand how you have to use them and what are the factors you need to consider, how you have to take repeat, how you have to take correction. and then only you will be able to smash it in the very first go. All the very best, guys. Keep on practicing. Make sure you have someone who will guide you through the process, give you proper feedback, and you take a lot of mock tests 4 to 5 weeks before your exam, not a week before your exam. All the very best, guys. Keep on practicing and you will do it as well. Thank you very much.